Okay folks, today we're going to test this 1967 Mercury Cougar AM/FM radio. This is a real deal. The model number on this one is F7TBM. I believe that they used this particular model number for like the first half of the model year, and then they probably made some internal changes or something and changed it to F7TPG. But anyway, same radio. And just to show you, it could be used in console or non-console, but I just want to show you that it fits in the factory 67/8 bezel here. Very sweet. So anyway, really cool radio. This will fit 67 and 68 Mustangs and Cougars. Of course, if you put it in a Mustang, you can swap this slide bar out with a Mustang one, or just put like a piece of black tape or something over it and clean it up really nice, or chrome tape, or whatever you want. Anyway, just a real nice example. You'll see more in the pictures. The wiring is mostly intact. You'll see that someone added a fuse end to this one. The light has just a little prong end on it, and the speaker was cut at some point and someone put a factory end back on it. It's just tape wrapped around there. So anyhow, here we go. We're going to test it. Before we get started, I should tell you a couple things. First of all, I couldn't get this push button or this push button to work, and by that I mean they work, like they move the buttons, but if you try to set one, like let's say we want to set it here, try to set it, it just goes back to where it was. So probably a little sticky. I imagine a quick servicing or something would take care of that, but you have 3 working push buttons. Just these 2 want to stay in that same spot. Anyhow, the second thing I wanted to tell you was our AM signal here is weak where I live, and it's not the fault of the radio. I live deep in a valley here, and we're in a steel building, which affects the AM reception. So the first station we get is here, and then the reception down here is weak because of the valley, like I said, and then we start getting better reception up the dial. So keep that in mind. We're going to test it. We have it hooked up to a 12-volt power supply, the correct 8-ohm speaker, and an antenna, and here we go. Pretty loud. Alright, where was that station at? So there's the first station.
What should go into a special pile that they can't look at?
Like, you know, here's your penance, but if you...
Taken by the search warrant, those 3 piles. This is banning...
Anyway, nice reception on AM here. And we'll switch over to FM. You slide it just like that. We'll go all the way to the end of the dial here. Let me show you that the volume, there's no crackling or anything when you adjust the volume, just nice and clear.
Deal breaker A and B. I think she should.
News this morning about how millennials.
Just really nice reception on this
I'll
radio.
get real cash back just for buying the gas I was going to buy anyway.
Was the Bible. T-Mobile. That's right. Save up to 9. Let's go places. Offer available through TFL.
Because it makes it easier for different commands.
Anyway, real nice, guys. I'll show you that the push buttons at least move. So that goes back to AM there. And then, anyway, let me show you how the push buttons work here, how you set one. So we'll find a station we like. Let's say we like this station. We pull out on the push button, push it back in, and then wherever we go, we can go right back to where we were. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if we have AM, we find a station we like. Let's say we like this station. Now, we don't necessarily have to use the push button that we pulled out. You can flip this push button over. It is now an AM push button. Very cool. Same thing with FM. So now, the AM push button will switch the slide bar over to AM and to the radio station you want to go. The FM one will do the opposite with the FM there. And if we want to set, let's say we like this station here, we can pull out on any of the push buttons we like. In fact, let's do one of these ones. So let's pull out on an AM push button. If I can do this with one hand, I'm going to set you down. Well, maybe I switch hands here. So we pull out on it. You can pull it out and rotate it 180 degrees, push it back in, and now that's an FM push button. So if we have an AM push button here, we can go to AM, FM, we can go back to FM. Sometimes you gotta give a little help on the bar. But anyway, really cool system they had back here. They only did this in 1967 Fords and Mercurys, and they got rid of it in 68. So just a real unique dual push button situation. And just really cool for the time. Anyway, if you've been looking for an AM/FM radio for your 67 or 68 Mustang or Cougar, look no further, guys. This is a really nice one. It works well, other than the push button issue, which I can't imagine that you want to save more than 3 stations anyway. But anyway, really nice radio. Don't miss it, guys.